these ring lights. Okay. Sorry guys, trying to figure out this camera. It's a brand new tripod and I am not the best at getting the lighting right. Okay, let's try this. My apologies. Hi, Warren's here. Thanks for joining. Just trying to figure out my new tripod. I don't think it's friendly. There we go. Make people sick doing it that way. There we go. Oh well, I'm gonna try to get out of the lights way and see if we can get as much light on the subject as possible. There we go. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to my shop. I'm hoping to get a chance to show you all some of my pieces here. I'm just kind of working with a tablet, and I've never done this before where I'm working with a tablet. Oops, sorry, that's not supposed to be running. And that's, I don't know why I have it set at 10 seconds and it's defaulting to 30. So I think I'm just going to do it this way. And just say hi. Might as well just get it all up, turned up right here. Hi. Whoops. I'm going to just show them to you this way. I want to, I'm in the Pacific Northwest. For those of you who might not be aware, we're experiencing what they call an atmospheric river. And it has been pretty bad. We're good where I'm at. I'm in Parkland, Washington, which is not too far from Pacific Lutheran University. For anybody that might be familiar with it, this is a brand new tripod, and it is giving me fits because I can't get it to level. But there we go. There we go. Whew, I think we're good. So what's weird is we're usually having some really freezing temperatures here, and we're not. We're getting really unusually warm temperatures. It's like 55 and 58, but everybody's flooding here. We do have evacuations happening. Hi guys, welcome in. So I've got some pieces here. I'm just going to start showing them to people, and I'm going to auction them off. Starting at $1. I've got a lot of jewelry, and I'm just not. Got to figure out the tripod where I have good lighting shining on everything. That's so a little bit of backstory here. I live in I live tiny. I love my home, but it's only 30 feet long. Space is limited. And so until I think I need a studio to do this in. So, but I'm going to kind of show you some things that I have. And, oh, Lord Jesus. Hold on. And then we'll just get on with the program, and get this leg to pop up and give me some stability. You spend a lot of money on tripods sometimes, and you just wonder why things don't stay put. But I think this isn't the best deal. I'm probably going to strip it. And if I do, I do. But I hope everybody's having a good time getting ready for Christmas. A lot of selling going on and whatnot right now. It's exciting to watch. I think it's a fun experience for everybody. Okay, here we go. All right, so here we go. I'm going to just start these, I'm going to start with brooch pins. They're all going to be $1 to start. And I'm going to just start them right here. They're kind of hard to see. So I have to start with, I have this really nice buckle. It's a slide. It goes over a scarf. And maybe I can get that light to give it a little more. There we go. And it's really pretty. It doubles as a belt buckle with the hook here. This is close to, I've had this since like 1995. And it's a beautiful piece. It's not lost any luster. As you can see, it just maintains its luster. And I'm just going to just start with this piece here. And then we'll go on the next one. And I'm going to run it at 15 seconds. There we go. It's just a really pretty piece. We've got a Hallmark Barbie pin. We've got a Pegasus brooch. All right, thanks for looking. All right, so the next one is going to be a Christmas pin. This is a Boys and Bears. I just don't feel like the light is adequate here, so I'll just maybe rearrange the whole thing to where it's right here. Oh yeah, that's much better. So you can see it. So this is a Boys and Bears. I don't know if anybody's familiar with them, but they're an old classic. We used to take pride in wearing these when we were at Christmas time. We'd pin our scarves down in our lapels. It's a cute little piece here. You can see the brooch on the back. All right, and this one, we're going to run this at 15 seconds also. There we go. All right. Nice little Boys and Bears brooch pin. Here we go. Nice little pin on the back. Well made. 1990s vintage piece. All right, thanks for looking. The next one is for the Cowgirls at Heart. I've got this really cute cowboy hat. And this one is a pin also here. It's kind of looks like a poured acrylic, but it's got a really pretty creamy piece there. And you've got the embellishments with the rhinestones here. Any of our horse lovers or our cowgirls or anybody you know that loves it, we're going to go ahead and run this one. Anybody's interested. It's a really pretty piece. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. All right. Right, I'm going to show you. I've got some other jewelry. I have a really nice necklace. This is a 20-inch chain. Kind of see right here. These are the chevron has rhinestones all the way through the entirety of the chevron here. See, it just kind of sparkles, lays nicely when you wear it. And it's got that really pretty jadeite looking color. It's lightweight. It's not heavy on the neck. It has a nice hang tang with the letter C. And we're going to start this at $1. All right. Pretty necklace here. $1. Beautiful gift. Hangs nicely. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for coming in. It's a nice piece here. $1. All right. Thanks for looking. I have a malachite necklace made out of malachite. This is a really nice piece again. It's a 22-inch chain. It's not an actual chain, but each piece is malachite. Malachite stays really cool to the touch. It is a fun piece. It looks nice. It's got that really pretty natural sword. These stones have all each been polished, and you can see where they've all been. Each piece is tied, the knot between each one. It's a well put together piece. It's not going to fall apart on anybody anytime soon. You go ahead and start that one. And we're going to run that at 15 seconds. All right, malachite necklace. It's a great piece, and it's popular. Thank you for your bid, Bitter Angel. It's a nice piece. Quality too. All right, you won. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Put a sticker on there. Make sure it goes to the right person. Congratulations. It's a great piece. So I have a pair of Hamsa earrings. These are made with a Hamsa hand. It's kind of a patinaed, coppered with a blue. And it's blue, but it almost looks like aqua when you have it up against anything with aqua. It kind of picks up that color too. It's pretty. It doesn't rub discolor on your skin at all. I don't know, some people are sensitive to copper, I know, but it's the earrings hang like this, to where you can see the Hamsa hands, so there's different cultures that believe in these, and the Hamsa hand, in some cultures, this is the hand of God pouring blessings out. Some will have an eye in it, and it'll be the all-seeing eye. You can have them up or down. You'll see them in different formats. So we're going to run this one next. And this one's going to go for 15 seconds as well. Hamsa earrings. These are just really nice pieces. A lot of fun to wear. You get a lot of compliments on them too. They're just a lot of fun. Thank you for joining in, guys. Thank you for looking. Got another necklace. These are macrame. This is a macrame it's a labradorite, which is a little stone right in the center here. The macrame's been macrame around it. These are brand new, never worn. Has a nice hang tang, put together well. Kind of a mustard and cream. The fringes at the bottom are tied off little blocks of what are like a brass gold tone. A lot of fun. We're going to run this for 15 seconds. And this is the macrame, white and mustard, labradorite in the center. Awesome. Thanks for looking, guys. Thanks. I have decoric glass. And this is wire wrap jewelry. With a long chain, 20 inches. Right on. Beautiful pieces. It's got the black in the back. This is a piece of glass where they, only a few artists make these. But when you change the angle, the colors change. This is really cool. It's a really cool piece. All right, so we're going to run this one. I did not mean to do 30 seconds. I'm new at this. This is one thing that I struggle with. but it's a beautiful piece of decor glass. So those of you who are just joining in, this is a great piece of glass. Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. I know it's late. I live in the Pacific Northwest, Tacoma, and I'm dressed for summer. It's 55, 56 degrees. This is a summer night for us. It's crazy. Thanks for looking. But the weather, there's flooding all around us. They've evacuated Puyallup, not down by the state fairgrounds, but they have had to evacuate certain on it's called place called Meridian, and it's a long road, but it's where an apartment complex is. We've got places all around us. The National Guard is here; they're helping out, so everybody's just making sure everybody's safe. So just glad that I think tonight was supposed to be the last atmospheric river that went through. We had 3 atmospheric rivers come through in 3 days. So it's been sideways rain. It's just been crazy. And if people are on here from the Pacific Northwest, I'm sure if anybody is, I hope everybody's okay too. Just stay hang in there. And this is Pegasus. Nice luster, vintage from the 90s. The pin is in great shape, sharp. The clasp is well constructed. It holds well. There's no wear. It's just in perfect condition. This is a nice Pegasus piece. We're going to start him at $1. And we're not going to have him go 30 seconds because that's just way too long. All right. So we're going to go 15 seconds. Here we go. Pegasus. Anybody wants to take him home? He's a handsome fella. Actually, I have a horse named Fella. His name is My Fine Fellow, but I call him Fella. He's getting old. He's my buddy. Thanks for looking. All right, I do have some ornaments. Oh, thank you for the follow, LMA2617. These are Kurt S. Adler Christmas ornaments. They're very lightweight. Oh, you are, Bitter Angel? Yeah, are you? I know there's been rain on the east side as well. Leavenworth looked like it got a lot of rain. Like it's just been crazy how much water we got. But it feels like summer. Washington summers are 55 at night as normal. So we're just kind of like, but I'm warm, that's for sure. Okay, isn't that pretty? This is a Kurt S. Adler heart. I have a few of these. These ornaments are lightweight. They really look pretty on the tree. They almost look like crystal, but they're not. But they're just a nice ornament. And I'm going to just run this at $1 to start. It's just a beautiful shade of pink. When you pull it back, you can see the pink much better. Isn't that pretty? You know, they said the fact that we didn't have a lot of snow. I was listening to news radio this morning. The fact that we don't have a ski season happening right now is what's kind of saving us. The Puyallup River crested this morning, I think. But I know one of the other rivers, I think it was the one in Napa Vine down by Chehalis, um, it went to 12 feet. So it's just nuts. It's a crazy thing happening here. Doesn't happen a lot. We have a family property down south by Rochester. There's a 67-acre property down there, but only 5 acres of it is good. The rest is by the Chehalis River, and only 7 acres is viewable. Everything's underwater right now. So horses are all stalled up and the sheep are pinned away. Here's a really pretty crystal piece. It has the pearl right here. And although it's not glass, it has that nice refraction. It just refracts light like crystal. So we're going to run this. We're going to let this go. We're going to start at $1 on this one. It's really pretty. I love these pearls. I just think that really makes the piece pop. Gives it class too. It's got a nice little ribbon here. Yeah. Beautiful, huh? We like it. Alrighty. a really nice organite necklace. You can see in the back, the pieces float. Everything is suspended. It's flecks of gold and blue, and all that stone is poured in there in that acrylic. You can see where it just kind of floats in there. It's really pretty. And the chain has these two pieces here, and as you go down, you have a couple little blue pieces here as well. Kind of adds a little class to things. They are. I used to manage kind of a hippie store before I got out of retail. Yep, I've got salt lamps, I've got crystal necklaces, things like that. So these are collections. I ended up having to go tiny. It's just been weird. My daughter is only 40. She has brain cancer, so I'm in Tacoma to help take care of her. And her husband died 4 years ago when she was 36. She has a couple kids, and 2 years after that, my other son-in-law was killed in a motorcycle accident. And then my former husband passed away in October and left behind a mess. So the family's just trying to muddle through and make this holiday happen. But I have no room. I've got 30 years of stuff that I've had, so I'm just going to let it go, and it needs a new home, somebody who can love it and appreciate it, because I work a job where I only wear like a couple key pieces and that's about it. So, it's okay, I can choose to be happy. I can choose to be miserable. Grief is funny. It pops in at the weirdest time. And I mean, we definitely cry. It's just, but uh, being positive is the only way to get through this without people getting, worse. Thank you. I thank you for the prayers. My daughter is doing pretty well right now, where we're just really staying focused on positive things and forward motion. Personal development's a big part of it. Yeah. So we have strong faith, and we just believe that as we move through life, things will be have an opportunity to, share. There's something in this that's going to allow us to help somebody else. That's how we see it. So, but this is I'm gonna go ahead and start this one. Isn't that pretty? It's a nice piece. It looks nice too. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one started. I use a sticker system, so I don't have to. Oh, thank you for the follow, Ashton J. All right, we're going to go ahead and run this one for 15 seconds. There we go. Isn't that pretty? You can see where it floats in the middle. Yep, somebody who loves blue, this is a great piece. What's their favorite color? Awesome. Put that down. I don't know what the heck these are really for. It says it's a Wilson Vibrafun. I think it has to do with a basketball or a ball of some kind. It's got absorb shock and vibration is what it says. So any of you sporting good people, and I think it's crazy that they charge $6 for these. So, but you know, I'm not going to use it because I don't have a basketball. I broke my wrist about a year and a half ago, broke my hand off my arm thinking I was cool. And I got on a pogo stick and I was showing off to my granddaughter. And I did real well, got some good air until I didn't. Landed in some soft grass and broke this completely off. So we aren't doing anything that has to do with me grabbing, catching, or anything anymore. So, sometimes just because you can doesn't mean you should when you start bumping up in your 60s. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and start this one. We're going to start it at $1. That way, if somebody wants to make a stocking stuffer out of this is a great way to do that. It's Wilson Vibrafun right here. Lots of fun for your little sports fanatics. I have this is the We Walk Alone. This is the little beaded necklace for the breast cancer, Susan G. Komen. And it says we walk as one. In 2007 or 2008, Avon promoted this is an Avon piece. They promoted this through Susan G. Komen, and they did the big cancer walk. And so this is the flip-flop that they had. And it has a little pink stone in the center of it with the breast cancer awareness ribbon in the center too. So, and I have two of these, and I'm going to start with this one, and we're going to go ahead and run this one. These are great. It doesn't have any dings, and it does have just a little wear right down through here. Things have been sitting in storage a while too, so that's it's about the same length as my little opal that I'm wearing now. There we go. All right. So I have another little pin. This is a collectible. This is a Barbie Hallmark pin. This used to be in the Barbie Hallmark cards when they were attaching them to the Hallmark cards. I don't know how far back people remember. This is 1995. Thank you, Ashton. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. Isn't she cute? This is when Barbies had all the fancy dresses and such and whatnot. So this is really, really cool. She's got the blonde hair. It looks like she's got Hawaiian flowers on each side. And it's like a bustier of floral in the middle with a little gold paint. And it's like a red with gold speckling. So I'm going to go ahead and run her. We're going to start her at $1. This is fun. This is a fun piece. If you have any Barbie collectors, I never owned a Barbie a day in my life. That just wasn't anything we had when I was a kid. I was the oldest of 5 kids. And it was, in the 70s, not everybody had Barbies. Rich people had Barbies. I did have paper dolls, though. All right, cool. So if anybody's a cat lover, this is a little angel tack pin. It's a kitty cat it's made out of pewter, golden wings, and a halo. This is the piece that comes off the back. If anybody remembers wearing scarves or lapels where you would wear those, it would hold it on. Nothing's coming off there. Right here, there's a little kitty cat. The camera and whatnot's not the strongest, but there's the back piece there. You do. Barbies are cool. I got my daughter's Barbies. I had twins in the 80s, and one of them was a girl and one was a boy. So he had his little cars and she had her Barbies, and her Barbie rode in his cars. They were really fun. So, and then my youngest daughter, she ended up with Barbies too. I think she got more than her older sister, but there we go. So I am going to, and if you're interested in that Barbie, I can rerun that. Just let me know. I'm going to go ahead and start this auction. We're going to run this for 15 seconds for the kitty. It's a little kitty with a halo made out of pewter. Really pretty. Especially if somebody has a kitty cat that's kind of gone over the rainbow bridge. This allows. There we go. All right. So here's another Boys and Bears Christmas brooch pin. He is a snowman with a droopy little carrot nose. He's carrying, it looks like a pair of skis with a little holly on top, jingle bell on top of his head, wearing a beautiful scarf, holly, red hat, and a nice Christmas pin here. And this is Boys and Bears. It's from the 80s and the 90s. Kind of give you guys a good look at him there. He's just looking good. He's a happy guy. So we're going to let him go. Starting at $1. There we go. He's looking really good. Just a handsome guy. Yeah, I didn't find any holiday Barbie pins. I am trying to. I've had this pin for years. I don't know even where I got it. I used to. I've done a lot of things over the years. Done a lot of jobs. Worked in the fields as a kid pulling cabbage all the way up to fast food and taught driver's ed. Taught a lot of kids how to drive. Peace and joy ornament. We're going to start this one at $1. There we go. Nice and light. I like the lighter pieces, and these are the pieces I use on the lighter branches at the top that need to fill in the tree where you're running out of space, and you just kind of need to fill it in. My tree, I don't know how people like to put a lot of ornaments on their tree. My tree is royal purple and it's 8 feet tall, so obviously it doesn't fit in here because I would have nowhere to sit. So this is a little ornament. This is a little dog, a little Dalmatian on a sled, and it says grandson. This is another Hallmark piece signed by Anita, 1995. They had a lot of unique things in the 90s. And so this is for, it's got the signature that's part of it. It's in really good condition. Looks great, actually. I have some really fancy Christmas ornaments I'm going to show you guys that I think that if anybody collects those fancy ornaments with the strings on them that are like the pin jewelry on the pinned ornaments, I've got those too. So I'm going to run this guy and then I'm going to grab those. He's going for to start him at $1. It's his grandson. He's going down the slopes. His scarf's going behind him. Whoop, there he goes. Got that. Thanks for joining, everybody. Appreciate you all. All right. So stumbled on some vintage ornaments. I don't know if anybody remembers these. These are the old pin ornaments where you did the pin and the embellishments with sequins and little jewels. These are beautiful. So I'm going to start this at $1. This is a great piece. You can see at the bottom how it's just ornately put together. And the top is equally as ornate. Awesome. This is another one. This is a Victorian style. And it's Krebs & Co. They started out post-World War II in Europe, Austria, and Bavaria, and they ended up moving to the United States and producing ornaments here. And this is a really pretty ornament. It has the roses, and then you've got this in the back all the way around. I have 4 of these total. I had more, but somebody bought a couple of them already. But I've got this one. So I'm going to go ahead and start this one. 15 seconds on that. Such a pretty piece. There we go. Right. I have another one of those pinned jewelry pieces. These are popular. Um, these are more for collectors, I think. The vintagey. Here you got again the nice ornate bottom here. Then you can see where it's the holly and the wreath made with the pins. The time that it took to put these together. And you have that here. So I'm going to run that. go. It's really pretty. It's a traditional red and green Christmas. There we go. Get that light on there better with the pearl end. All right, thanks for looking at that. There's another one here. It's bigger. There we go. Snowflake, snowflake. I'm gonna let this one go. Start this one. Thank you for the follow, East Coast Rocks. Rocks like collecting stones rocks, or it's not glass, no. No, I think it's acrylic. No, I wish it was glass. The glass is heavy and it's on the heavier side. It's just a better made piece, but it's nice. Do you collect rocks or glass and crystal items? Because I have rocks. I have some. Down at the farm, I have about 5,000 pounds of rocks. I've got petrified wood, but they're huge. They're enormous, and they're in tubs. They've been sitting there for a while, so. Oh, okay. Nice. Well, I have the dichroic glass. I don't know if you're familiar with that. This is a nice piece, and it's the wire wrapped. You can see where it's get the iridescent, and you can kind of see where the colors are. They change. I'm going to run this. I think it's a 18 or 20-inch chain. But I'm going to go ahead and start this one. There we go. And it's the dichroic glass. Really pretty. Got it. Perfect. Thank you. And then I've got the orgonite, which are the stones suspended in the acrylic. These can be found even in pyramids. There are people purchase them because they feel like they give off an energy field. And so these are very, very popular. This is blue orgonite with specks of, I think it's just copper piece. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I think it's gold-ish looking. Welcome. Hi, Donna, the jewelry lady. Thank you. This is orgonite. It has the little blue stones here. So for somebody who's really loving blue, this is a nice piece. My mother's favorite color is blue. And then you've got the blue here as well. So you've got this really pretty piece like that. And I'm going to start that. This is a good piece. I just sold a malachite strand that was just full of malachite beads. And it's gone, but it was good. All right, East Coast Rocks, this is a good piece. It's beautiful. Awesome. All right, congratulations. Congrats. Put that down there, put that number on there so we do to mix it up with room paper. Learning the sticker systems has been very helpful. I have it's just a pendant. It's got the holes where you can run a cord or you can use a fine chain. I have the jewelry making equipment do it, but you can see where it's an acrylic pour on the back. Kind of slag looking, the way they do it. And then the front is wood, another more acrylic, and then the mother of pearl inlay. And it's just needs whatever people like to wear as the chain to wear around their neck, a chain or a rope. You can see even here how it's put together. It's a nice pendant. It's a pretty piece. Anybody who's a little bit artistic can do that and just kind of enjoy it. So we're going to set this to 15 seconds. There we go. This is the pendant with a mother of pearl inlay. Nice piece. Very nice. All right. And this is a labradorite macrame necklace. These are brand new. It's probably a 12-inch. So what they did is they did macrame around the labradorite in the back. And it looks like it's a pear-shaped labradorite. It's got some pretty shimmer in it. It's hard to show in the light here, but it's got some nice shimmer. It casts off lavender and pink in the green, and it's a green stone, and it's thought to be a stone of protection. It's got a nice little stone in it though, and it's the macrame style. This is more of that fun statement jewelry when you're just wanting to dress up a t-shirt, or or a tank top with a vest and some shorts and some cowboy boots. If you just want to do something kind of funky, little retro boho, this is right up that boho world's alley. So we're going to start this one at 15 seconds. Dollar. I have two of these. This one is the same length, and I have one that's a little bit longer. I can show that next. Thank you for joining, everyone. Thanks. I'll show you the longer one and I'll let you see the difference. This is labradorite as well, but they're just different in length. And they've been in a box put away for a long time, so they're a little bit crooked on the bottom or wrinkly. They would steam out well. You just hit a little steam to them. You don't want to hit them with a curling iron or anything like that, or a flat iron. Just want to hit it with a little bit of steam to straighten that out, because that macrame is pretty, and you don't want to over steam this because you would cinch up your knots and it might get a little curly, but this is the spot that could use a little love. So here's a longer version, which I personally like the longer one better. And it has, the stone tends to show a little better in it, I think, too. You can see that pear shape, but it's cut in that pear shape as well. So I'm going to run that. I'm going to start that at $1. Thank you, Waffles, for joining. Thank you, little baby Jess. Hi, East Coast Rocks. Welcome back. This is a good one. Yep, this is a good piece. All right. Congrats again. All right. They need good homes. I don't have room anymore. I live in my space is tiny. 30 feet doesn't accommodate a lot. Not a lot of room to do things with in here. Just making space for life, making space. I have some Murano glass. It's a little fish. This one's cute. This is glass. This is this little tiny little fish. He's cute. And he's on a traditional little rope necklace. And you can kind of see. And when you hold it up, you can kind of see through it too. There's the clear pieces and then the heavier pieces as well. Got a traditional clasp here. It's nothing fancy, but the coil is nice, holding on to the rope piece. And I'm going to start this one at $1. Just a cute thing. If you have a young one, that it's a nice piece of glass, and you have like a preteen or somebody that is into this. I have a granddaughter that's into fish, and I have a granddaughter that's into mushrooms. Everything is mushrooms lately. It's been crazy, the things that they like. compared to what I remember liking. Okay. So I have this really cool leaf pin. It's like a slide. It has a hook on it. It's either you can use it as a buckle, you can put a scarf through this, and it'll hook on the scarf and make the scarf look jeweled like it's a necklace. It's got a beautiful luster. This is vintage. This is from the 90s, 80s, late 80s, early 90s. This one is marked, and I am old. I think it says 1981. Yeah, 1981. So this is like the year before I graduated high school, right here. Hasn't lost its luster at all. A lot of people will hook these. What we would do was hook these on chain, or underneath a scarf to give it a little more reinforcement, like a inexpensive chain. But it's a pretty piece. It's really nice. I'm gonna start this at $1. Let it go home to somebody who can accessorize. Man, when you go tiny, you learn to do what they call the capsule wardrobe and everything because you don't have much closet space. Not in a 30-foot home. It's cool though. Gives me a chance to spend my time doing other things. I've got some Hamsa earrings. They're long. They're the Hamsa hand, which is a boho look. Use my hand here so you can see it. You see them here? Let me go like this. They're fun. They are they have a little had a little of a they're coppery, but they don't rub off on your skin dark like some people do think they will. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it's been fired. But it's got a unique coloring. It's got like this pinkish coppery. It changes through here, and then you've got this wonderful blue to make it look like patina, but it's intentional. So it's an actual, just a really pretty blue. Great earrings. Just hang them like this. They're going to start those at $1. Hamsa earrings, Hamsa hands. All right. All right. Thanks for looking. This is a Boys and Bears. This one is, I think they're supposed to be bears because that's what it's always about, the bears. Somebody thought these were bunny rabbits, and I was like, no, because there's a bear paw right here. It's a nice pin. It's mother or big sister, little sister, or mother and daughter. They've got their little carrot embellishments, ribbons, bows in their hair. You've got the bear paw insignia here on the brooch pin. Just kind of a pretty set here. So we're going to start that at $1. Nice little Christmas item, stocking stuffer for the collectors. There we go. Pretty. All right, thanks for looking. And then here is the cowgirl hat. This is a nice little pin. You've got the rhinestone settings here. Acrylic pour. It's a heavier piece. It's not super heavy. And then the back, and you've got a really nice pin. There we go. And this one's going to start at $1. I'm clearing out all of my extra pieces. I've had this about 25 years. I only wore it a couple times. When I had babies, wearing pins wasn't always practical. So here we go. Perfect. I'm going to re-show some of my ornaments, the jeweled ornaments. These are old collector pieces. These are vintage. These are the pin jeweled ornaments. They would use bric-a-brac and pins and little bugle beads and every type of bead and these embellishments, and then they would pin these pins into these foam silk satin threaded balls or bells, as this one would be. So you can see how ornate the bottom is. This is old. This is from the 70s. And you can see the top is quite ornate. It's a really, really pretty piece. And all of the pins are there. There's nothing missing. This is in really good condition. You always get a little fraying with these over time. To only have that much fraying in as many years, 50 plus years, is pretty impressive. And the satin thread didn't lose its color. It's maintained its pretty creamy white shimmer. So I'm going to start this at $1. There we go. Nice piece. These are considered a bell. It's from the 1970s. Pin style jewelry. I have another in the same collection in red. And this has more of the traditional red and green. The wreath design, these are each little green pieces. Actually, each one is a leaf. Again, you have the bottom where it's all ornate here. Again, pins all the way around the base. There are no pins missing. A red ribbon. The bows are pinned in with a little red bead as well. Again, these are from the 1970s. The top has a nice pin. They aren't loose. They always tacked a little glue in them when they would put them in so that they wouldn't fall apart, which is why they hold up so well. And this one they just really did, and they take that top pin, they curl that red piece of felt ribbon in the bottom, and that pin goes down in with the glue so it doesn't come out very easily. So this one's going to start 15 seconds. Nice piece. I have only 3 of these left. These are popular for collectors that like vintage and put vintage on their tree. That's what they have. Okay, perfect. I have one other style. It's Krebs & Co. The Victorian. I showed this a lot earlier, but I'm going to show it again. Really pretty. Right here. And when I'll do a pair of these. I'll do 2 right here. Makes a nice little set. And we'll start that at $1. They're in good condition. They have no wear on them or anything. Here we go. Real pretty. That nice just Victorian look for that vintage tree. Matches the cards they used to make back in the days of vintage. Anybody here on from Washington? That's where I am, where all the flooding is happening. We're not flooding here. I'm in Tacoma. Puyallup, which is Tacoma. Puyallup's like kind of a valley below us. We're real close to each other. It's like 10, 15 minutes max away. Where they've got a ton of water. The river, Puyallup River, crested and flooded out part of Meridian, and they had to do some mandatory evacuating today. So it's been kind of a crazy day. We had 3 atmospheric rivers come through in 3 days. It was mind-boggling how fast that happened and how much water we have seen. It's the most rain. One of the roads, I hit it on the center lane. I didn't realize it, and my whole right side of my car lifted up, and I was like, slow down. You're hydroplaning, which I was. All right, so I'm going to show, I've got these cute little horseshoes. These are really cool. Yeah, I know East Coast rocks. It's been nuts. The news today said because we typically are in ski season, but because we don't have any real snowpack and there's not much snow at all, it's pretty high up. We didn't get the melt off from that either. That would have been dangerous. We had a levee, a bridge in Elby. It had a log jam so big on it. It was just packed that they've got backhoes and front loaders and everything in there. Everything's being cleaned up. It's been crazy. I don't think we've lost a single life though, and we've been very fortunate because the last time it happened, we had a lot of people get washed out. I know my horses and my sheep are all barned up down in Rochester because we can't even get down to check on them. So my daughter's down there and just has them all stalled up. They don't even get to go outside. There's too much water, way too much water. I got a couple horseshoes. It can make great ornaments. I know it's really scary. It happens here every now and then, but we're always grateful. God's good. He takes good care of us, that's for sure. These little horseshoes, these could be, you could make them into Christmas ornaments. You can, before my husband passed away, in real life, he would take a big horseshoe and he would always bend it. So we had these for his celebration of life, and we bent them to look like he did, to where everybody got a gratitude. They got one of Greg's Great to be Greg horseshoes. So that was really cool. But I got two of these here, and we're going to start this at $1. Some of the fun whatnot pieces. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So got a couple little horseshoes here for those that want to. Sometimes they're too big to hang them up this. You want to hang them up this way in your house if you hang them up to have good luck. Not supposed to hang them down. Supposed to hang them up. So we have real horseshoes at our house. Lots of them. So our horses need them. I've got these Kurt S. Adler ornaments. These are that real soft pink, and these are not glass. Just to tell you up front, East Coast Rocks, I know that you're looking for glass. These are, I don't know, he's just very popular, and certain people that like themed trees, this is kind of where this goes. And I've got, can do two right here. We can have those start at $1. Thank you for joining. These are those Kurt S. Adler, very soft pink. I have a cousin who just collects everything pink, everything. This color, actually. It's not quite salmon. It's not quite baby. It's just a super soft color. There we go. Thanks. If anybody's a Bath and Body Works fan, this is a from their sale. Let's see, it was 2020. No, 2019. This happened just before COVID. We call it we have some of our stuff, it's like pre-COVID stuff, and this is a pre-COVID magnet. Um, I think we were part of a super spreader event. I used to be a manager at Bath and Body Works in Olympia, and we all had a mysterious flu. The doctors thought it had pneumonia and a flu combination. He didn't know what caused it, and he said they didn't know what it was. Put us on all these antibiotics, but we were in blackout. So Bath and Body Works made us work because we were managers, and we were selling candles. And it was Candle Day, and we were showing people lotions, and we were right there. You know how packed those stores get. So this is a survivor of COVID. It's a really pretty maple leaf. It's made of acrylic. It's the burgundy, and it's a strong magnet. I'm not going to get it too close to my phone. I don't want to mess up the front of my phone. But it's right here. It's just a really beautiful piece. And I'm going to start this at $1. It either goes home for $1 or somebody can do more with it. Doesn't matter to me. It just needs a home. I don't have anything metal in my home now. Everything is because I bought a brand new RV when I had to move closer to Tacoma to my daughter when she got sick with cancer. The refrigerators I thought was would be metal, but they're the Dometics, and there's no magnetic anything. It's all pretend wood, which I think is fancy plastic. There we go. All right. Thanks for looking. Got my Pegasus. This is a Pegasus pin, brooch pin. I don't know how I ended up with so many brooches. I actually bought more brooches a while back. I just like them, but I bought some pieces that are for Christmas for my daughter-in-laws. But this one's pretty. This is a Pegasus. And you can see on the back the luster's good. This is from 91. Yeah, I think Kayla was about 5 years old. 91. She is. Actually, she has an astrocytoma, and we thought she had Chiari malfunction syndrome. So they removed a part of her skull. This happened, we're in year 2. And they took out a part of her skull about like this big in the back. She has a shunt here, it runs down and it drains the fluid off of her brain. They did find a new tumor that's here on this above her temple, and it's a different style, that type. They don't know exactly. They're doing some more tests, but apparently it causes her to talk in loops. So she just forgets that she had a conversation with you. She might repeat it multiple times, and we just go right along with it. And she's strong. And she became a widow 4 years ago. Things just She's had all the hits, that can happen, and she impresses me. We're connected with a good group of church people, and a lot of prayer and a lot of love, and keeping it positive, because we can be miserable and get sicker, or we can be positive and work on getting better. And that's kind of the direction we have decided to go as a family. We are determined that whatever it takes, everything it takes, we're going to make it happen. And that's what we do. So, yeah, I'm glad you're in recovery. That's awesome. It's a battle. And I know what that's like. It's a battle. Before my husband had to have his triple bypass, he had cancer in 2005. He had head and neck cancer, and we beat it. We followed some really weird protocols, but we beat it. Yeah, it's definitely something. There's a lot that has to do with what's happening here, and then taking good care of yourself. So I wish you well too. Yeah, exactly. I started making Easy tea, and we lived on that, and juicing. We started with that protocol first. Plus, he did radiation, and that's not what killed him. He got a different type of cancer later after his triple bypass, which was in 2020. He had a surgery during COVID, but he had a cancer, and he accidentally started a fire and died of smoke inhalation. Yeah, we found him. It was bad, but it's just one of those things where we're learning from it, and it's an odd Christmas for us girls. We have between the two of us, we have 4 girls and a boy, and 16 grandchildren. So it's a lot to explain, but we're just talking about that positive growth mindset even through that, because grief is weird. It'll just pop up out of nowhere, but we're just moving forward, and we're left behind. We have things to do. We have things to clean up, and this is what we do, because that's how we do. We're family. So yeah, I'm glad you're doing well. I think that's amazing. It's really amazing. I'm gonna run this little Pegasus here. I'm gonna go for Happy Shiny Pegasus. Needs a home. Needs to go home with somebody, because I'm not wearing it anymore. Had it forever. I just have always, these things stayed in a pretty velvet box. All right. I only have I think 1 or 2 pieces left. It's mostly just Christmas ornaments, and they're done. They have my little kitty cat, the pewter with the angel. So what you would do is, if you went to the vet and you had to put your cat down, years ago. I think some vets still do it. They would give you this pewter kitty cat with a halo and wings because your cat got its wings. It's a very small piece, but it's a nice piece. It's in good condition. It's a, it's almost like you could wear it as a tie tack. You could wear it as a lapel pin, a scarf, hold a scarf together, pin something down, or just because. So we're going to run that. $1. Awesome. The rain stopped. I hope that's supposed to not happen anymore. I don't know. I haven't looked at the weather app, but according to the news, this was our last atmospheric river. 100%. People don't realize the power of the mind. When Greg was going through his, where it could have gotten really depressing, we read a book or an article about a man who refused to watch any news, participate in any kind of negativity, and he watched the Three Stooges. That was what he thought was funny, and he laughed himself well. And it's recorded. I mean, it's a case study. It was really cool about how the power of the mind has such a heavy control over the health of the body. And that's, keep hearing mind over matter, but I think it's absolutely true. And I think that that's part of the commission is that we stay positive. We definitely have to do that. There's not much. I don't understand it being negative anyway, because if you're negative, I don't understand what the purpose is to be around. It's like I know things are bad, and sometimes I wonder if the hits will ever quit coming. It's like, give me a break. But then at the same time, within a short amount of time, I'm around somebody who's going through something similar or much worse. And I either learn to be grateful for where I am, or I'm in a position that I can talk to, if they come to me, I can have been there before. So it's a two-sided coin, and both sides have a positive to them. It's just a learning experience, and it's totally a growth opportunity for sure. Yeah, yeah. It's all good. I'm I'm not afraid of anything. I'm good with whatever life throws my way. I know I can work through it and figure it out. And that's all I'm going to do is figure it out. And that's what we're going to do as family. So I think that part's cool. And I'm sure you've experienced that too. And we're just staying on top of it, just like on top of the world. Thank you. Thank you. Not all my girls are on that track, but most of them are. My oldest stepdaughter is struggling because she's found her dad, and that part is hard. And she keeps reliving that, and she's trying to learn to not re-see that and get her on track. I'll be spending the day with her Saturday. The granddaughters and I are making homemade felt Christmas trees out of skewers. I cut all of these felt pieces, and we're going to build them with some burlap, and we're going to make fun and make cookies and do positive things to help mom cheer up. That's what we're going to do, and it'll be a fun event for us. We're looking forward to it a lot. So other than that, I think we're pretty good. I've pretty much shown the pieces I have tonight, and I have to be at work at 6 a.m. So I want to thank you all so much for coming on. I hope that everybody has a blessed evening, and that you find love, life, and happiness and everything that you're looking for, and just keep moving forward and let life take the bull by the horns. Yeah, you got to learn to sit in the grief and go through it, and it's not so bad. It's terrible, but at the same time, it helps you cope. Yeah, I agree. Yep. Everybody's journey and everybody's time cadence is different. I think back in the day it was always like, this is the stage, and you need to go through these things through illness or anything, but it doesn't work like that. It's like one day you're up and the next day you're okay, and then you're angry, and then you're good, and then you're super angry later. And it doesn't make you bad. You're just kind of sitting in those feelings and processing them. I think not processing them is pretty dangerous. So I agree. Have a blessed night, guys. Hope everybody does well. And I will see you. I'm having an auction tomorrow night. at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And I have antique glassware and mugs. I have a menorah on a platter for Hanukkah. I've got some Advent candle rings, canisters, larger Christmas pieces, Fitz and Floyd, things like that. So feel free to join tomorrow if you're there. If not, then we'll see you again soon. I promise. I'm going to North Carolina for Christmas this year. I'm going to be with my son and my grandson. I haven't had Christmas with my grandson since he was born. He's 5, so I'm excited. It's going to be a great Christmas. So thanks, East Coast Rocks. It's been great talking to you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. What's left of it. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much. Let's make a raid. Where are we going to go? We're going to go.